In the last episode, we walked through how quick and cost-effective it is to set up your EduRP Olive account compared to traditional enterprise systems. Now we're back with Grace Language Academy. Previously, we set up the structure, added staff, created course templates, and gave Abigail Shepard access by assigning her roles. Before offering courses, we need to set pricing. Since Abigail also handles marketing, she opens the marketing module from the left menu. There are 4 function groups, but for now, we'll focus on pricing categories and pricing catalog. We'll cover membership later. We see the 4 pricing categories previously defined during lesson template setup. Pricing categories are centrally managed here. In the pricing catalog, we define course pricing, not directly on each course, but based on its pricing category. We start with the list price table. Promotion price tables will be introduced when we get to memberships and promotions. Each campus must have a list price table that includes all pricing categories for its offered courses. If multiple campuses offer the same courses at the same prices, they can share a single price table. In our demo, both Peachtree and Cherrytree campuses will use the same list price table. After defining the list price table, we need to release it to make it effective. We use status stages for key setup items, like pricing tables, to allow for internal review before going live. This provides a structured, transparent approval process. EduRP is built with a foundation for customizable approval workflows, also known as SOP, and support for automated process flows is coming soon. These workflows will align with your internal review policies and help streamline key operations. Before we schedule classes, we need to define the academic calendar. In EduRP, a calendar defines non-instructional days, such as holidays or other closure dates, to ensure classes aren't scheduled when the organization is closed. EduRP supports multiple calendars for the same date range, giving institutions the flexibility to meet unique scheduling needs. For this demo, we'll keep it simple and define a single calendar for Grace Language Academy. Since Grace Language Academy is a new user, we're walking through the full pricing and calendar setup. But once these are in place, they rarely need to be touched again. Pricing can stay valid for months or even years, and the academic calendar is typically set just once a year, though you can update it anytime. We're now set with a school year running from March 1st, 2025 to February 28th, 2026, divided into 4 terms. Now that setup is complete, let's move on to scheduling. In the Academics module, under Classes, you'll find a list of all scheduled classes. Since we haven't scheduled anything, this section is currently empty. Clicking Add Class brings up the Add Class screen. The first step is to select the campus where the class will be offered. Next, select a lesson template from the course field. Templates are organized by category to make browsing easier. Once you select a template, the pricing category and lesson duration will auto-populate. You'll then enter a clear, intuitive class name to help identify it in the list. The Schedule Skip field lets you mark any dates you want to exclude from scheduling. Since this is a Japanese class and only Abigail is qualified to teach it, her name is the only one shown here. Class scheduling once again shows how lesson templates bring together resources, pricing, and scheduling into a unified flow. We've just scheduled 2 classes. As you can see, the system automatically skips spring break and Memorial Day based on the school calendar we defined earlier. You may have noticed the classes are marked as pending release. Just like pricing, classes require internal review before being published. Let's go ahead and release both so they become visible to customers and students. That's how easy class scheduling is. Clear and straightforward. Now let's move on to managing customers and students. EduRP supports multiple ways for customers and students to enter the system. Our upcoming CRM will provide a simple portal for lead capture, whether through in-person outreach like street marketing or via third-party websites, all powered by our open API. We also offer services to help you import existing customer and student data. And of course, profiles can be entered directly in the system as we'll demonstrate now. In EduRP Olive, students are grouped under customer profiles. A customer profile works like a family profile. It includes primary contact information and can contain one or more students. If the main contact is also a student, you can create a student profile for them as well. For this demo, we've preloaded 2 customers and 6 students into our fictional Grace Language Academy. Now, let's walk through how class purchases work in EduRP Olive. EduRP supports 2 purchasing scenarios: in-store purchases or online through EduLoop, our mobile app designed for our users' customers. Let's start with an in-store purchase, where the customer visits the campus, registers, and pays for classes directly. We'll demonstrate self-service purchasing through EduLoop a bit later. After the purchase is completed, the order will appear under Orders in the customer profile. You'll also find the student listed in class details under the academic section. Before we introduce EduLoop, let's briefly look at a powerful feature in EduRP Olive: memberships. Why now? Because if your customers want to purchase online, it usually requires integration with a local payment service. We do offer customization services to help you connect with payment providers, but without that, the only way for customers to complete an online purchase is through a prepaid membership. Memberships in EduRP can be tailored to fit a variety of needs. You can choose whether the membership is limited to a single student or shared across a family. It can be made available across all campuses or restricted to specific ones. You can also define whether it applies to selected pricing categories and courses, or leave it open to all offerings. You can set up different types of membership benefits, such as a flat discount on all purchases, a gift credit package that offers bonus class credits, or a cash credit account that provides additional purchasing power beyond the amount paid. In this demo, we'll define a flexible gift cash membership that uses a special promotion price table. This is where promotion price tables come into play. While we're not offering direct cash credits here, the member still receives discounted pricing through the special table. Once set up, we can record the purchase of this membership under the customer's profile. To give the customer access to EduLoop, we'll need to send them an invitation from EduRP. In this demo, we'll use Ryan Carter as our example customer. Once Ryan's account is set up, he can log into EduLoop. There he'll see the class he previously purchased already displayed in his class calendar. Using the bottom menu in EduLoop, he can navigate to the Courses section. He can then select a class and complete the purchase online using his membership. Finally, let's look at how EduRP tracks student attendance. With EduNimbus, our mobile app for faculty, teachers can easily mark attendance during class. Once submitted, a notification is automatically sent to the primary contact of the customer account by text message or email. All attendance records are centrally managed in the Academics module, under Attendance Details. Students and parents can verify attendance records through EduLoop. Customers can also request absences or schedule makeup classes directly through EduLoop. For customer service staff who may not have access to academic modules, student attendance can also be viewed within the customer profile. And that wraps up our walkthrough of how EduRP Olive supports your daily operations, from setup to scheduling, from class management to customer engagement. What we've seen today is just the beginning. There's so much more waiting for you to explore firsthand.